In a separate decision today, the Privacy Commissioner ruled the BCTC was within its legal rights when it videotaped protesters. The Commissioner says the company was collecting information solely to support its application in court and that there was no suggestion of any covert surveillance.
All right, let's move on to our next question. We got a ton of emails on this one, and this has to do with the situation in Tsawwassen right now. The question is, do you support BCTC in its decision to have power lines instead of burying them in the community of Tsawwassen? We've seen protests the last couple of days and in particular neighborhoods. Your thoughts on that?
Well, it's another one of those difficult issues. We have to remember there's 700,000 people on Vancouver Island, whether it's for their health care or their homes, they're relying on a secure supply of electricity. So this has been going on for about 5 or 6 years. The government actually, and BCTC actually proposed a couple of proposals that actually suggested the route go underground. Residents opposed that. The BCUC, which is the BC Utilities Commission, said, you know, we have to do what's most cost effective, so they are going ahead with that line. Yes, we do have to provide it to the people on Vancouver Island. We have an obligation to do that, and I think everyone would expect that. We've tried to be reasonable with all these folks. We actually went through a whole ton of different options. So what we've ended up with is a situation that reduces 78 poles on the existing right-of-way, which has been there for over 50 years, reduces that down to about 20. We've said to homeowners, for example, if they're concerned, we'll look at talking to them about whether they'd like to sell their home, etc. But I do think we have an obligation to provide the energy, and you can work as hard as you can to get there, but eventually you have to make a decision and get on. It's a tough decision, and I know there's people that are upset about it.
We are being bullied, harassed, in an attempt to stifle us and stop us from speaking out. We remain steadfast in our opposition to very high voltage power lines being put throughout our neighborhood, and we will see this project stopped.